How to lose weight, the spiritual way. Why is weight loss such a struggle for so many people? Public health organizations report that roughly 800 million people around the world are considered obese, and most express a desire to improve their health. This is not therapy. It is spiritual storytelling with heart. What you are about to discover is powerful, but it is not magic, nor is it instant manifestation. What I can promise you are proven techniques that truly work for weight loss while creating a healthy and balanced you. This is not just about dieting or exercising. It is about programming your main computer, the mind, to accept and believe your desires as your reality. Let me offer you a different perspective. When you dream that you are running from something chasing you, science shows through brain imaging studies, such as MRI and EEG, that the same neural pathways activate as when you physically perform the action. For example, when a person dreams of running, the motor cortex, heart rate, and breathing patterns activate just as they would if the body were truly running. The mind imagines, and the body obeys. The fascinating part is that this response is not limited to the dream state. Through visualization, we can create our bodies to respond in the same way. This is where we become the programmer of our reality. It is the place where the dream begins to trust the dreamer. Visualization is the art of seeing with the inner eye before it becomes real in the outer world. Please like this story. Your simple act of kindness will return to you multiplied, for that is how the law of compensation works. When you hold a clear image of peace, health, or success, your mind and body begin to act in harmony with that vision. Every thought imagined with belief becomes a blueprint for creation. A powerful and effective tool you can use right now comes from the study of neuro-linguistic programming, also known as NLP. It shows how the words you speak and the pictures you create in your mind shape your energy, your habits, and your health. This means our brain records repeated actions like songs on a loop, strengthening those pathways, whether the experience is imagined or real. NLP teaches you to reprogram these patterns through visualization. Picture yourself choosing what feels right for your body and walking past old temptations with ease. As you repeat this image, the brain learns a new rhythm, and your habits begin to shift naturally. Another practice within NLP is called anchoring. It is the art of linking a feeling to a small physical cue. For example, you might take a slow breath and touch your heart each time you feel calm and grateful. Over time, that breath or that touch becomes your signal to return to peace. You can use it before eating, before exercise, or whenever the mind begins to wander. NLP also reminds us that true change begins when identity shifts. You no longer say, "I am trying to lose weight." You say, "I am a healthy person." You begin to live as that person now, not later. The body follows the image the mind believes. When a craving appears, imagine stepping gently outside yourself and watching the urge drift away like a soft cloud moving across the sky. You are not your craving. You are the awareness behind it. When you wake up, keep your eyes closed, breathe in deeply, and slowly exhale. See your future self already living with ease and balance. Walk through a day in that future body, feeling gratitude and confidence. Feel the energy of your future body. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between a vividly imagined event and a real one. That is why what you visualize with emotion begins to take form in your world. In this way, neuro-linguistic programming becomes more than a method. It is a spiritual practice of alignment. It teaches that when thought, word, and image agree, energy flows freely. You are not fighting your body. You are teaching it peace once again. Join us as we begin melting away unwanted weight while creating a new, healthy you. Sit back and enjoy this story from my soul to your soul. Weight Loss, the Spiritual Way, by T. Santoro. Welcome to Awaken Light Energy. Have you ever felt that no matter what new diet or technique you try, it always leaves you hungry? I speak as someone whose struggle with weight began early in life as a very chubby child. As I entered my early teens and became aware of body image, I acknowledged for the first time that I was overweight, and I no longer wanted to be. I began learning how to eat foods that promote good health, and I learned how to exercise. For the first time, I began creating the body image I desired. Then came the holidays, the sweets, the food, the eggnog. And soon the old version of me returned. I gained the weight back, then worked hard to become healthy again. I soon grew tired of this endless cycle and knew there had to be another way. From early on, I had a spiritual awareness, and I decided to begin a visualization routine. After all, it was the easiest of them all. No exercising, no dieting, just me and my thoughts. As the person I desired to be, a realization came upon me. Since I'm already choosing the foods that I eat, even if they are not healthy, it is still a choice. And because I am the one choosing, I began to choose healthy eating habits. The key word here is habits. Let us start right now to create a healthy version of you through new habits. The only ingredient you will need is your desire. No force, no willpower, just you aligned in your thoughts, creating you. Yes, that is right. Our thoughts truly do create. Eating foods that promote good health is essential. Getting proper exercise supports this balance. It is all beneficial. But if you carry a negative, self-defeating image of yourself and believe that nothing will work, change becomes difficult. Think of this the next time you look at yourself in the mirror. Do you accept and believe the image that you see? Or do you accept and believe the image you desire to see? Many people on the endless weight loss journey have never stopped, paused, and truly seen themselves as they desire to be. Eating healthy, exercising, smiling, feeling active, alive, and free to choose. It all begins from within. Neuroscience confirms what ancient wisdom has long taught, that everything begins from within. The brain cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined act and a real one. So every thought and image you hold within begins to shape your outer experience. These words are ageless. There is no time or space here, only this moment of truth. I know, and I can hear you saying, so you are telling me I have been seeing myself as overweight? You think I want that? Of course I want to be healthy. Of course I want to feel strong. Trust me, as someone who has carried the same challenge, I once said those very same words. But when I stopped, stilled my thoughts, and I started to visualize myself as I truly desired to be, everything started to change. I began to notice the patterns of my thoughts. Just like in a dream, the body descended and believed whatever the mind presented. I realized I had been defeating myself with quiet thoughts, such as, I am never going to be healthy. I cannot stand dieting, and healthy food is not tasty. When I recognized those patterns of thought, I began to change them. Something remarkable started to happen. The changes began to show themselves without effort. I no longer had to force a diet or push through resistance. I created new habits, and soon they created me. My outer world started to reflect my inner thoughts. This is true. It is real. This is from my soul to your soul. When you begin to see your body as an instrument of divine energy, everything changes. You stop fighting against yourself and start working with the light that already lives within you. God created you with unconditional love, and love cannot be forced. It is allowed. Abraham Hicks once said, "Feeling good is the work." In those simple words, there is a truth that many overlook. The body follows the mind. When your mind lives in gratitude and peace, your body reflects it. When you imagine yourself light, radiant, and full of vitality, your cells respond to that image. That is the power of positive imagery. It is not pretending. It is remembering who you truly are beneath all the noise. Each day, begin with a vision. Picture yourself healthy and alive. See nourishing food blessing your body. Feel the strength in your movement. Let your imagination serve as your personal meditation. This is what Abraham Hicks called vibrational alignment. The space where your thoughts, emotions, and actions flow together as one. The article by Lily Din on the law of attraction for weight loss reminds us, it is your old identity that keeps you stuck in the same story. When you shift that identity, you shift everything. You are not the person who struggles with weight. You are the one who is remembering balance. You are not chasing control. You are allowing freedom. When you visualize nourishing food as energy that brings you peace, you are teaching the body to respond to love, not fear. Neville Goddard called this the mental diet. He said that every assumption we hold becomes the shape of our world. To think of yourself as strong, calm, and in control is to plant the seed of that reality. He wrote, "It is your assumption that you cannot keep the weight off that makes you keep it on. That means when you affirm peace in your body listens. Every cell aligns with that new story. God's law is creation through thought. You were never meant to punish yourself into change. You were meant to think, act, and receive. Thought opens the door. Action honors the body. Receiving completes the circle. When you hold a picture of health and move with gratitude, you become the vessel of that picture. You are not trying to attract health. You are remembering that you are health. When you meditate, you clear the clutter of old thought patterns, slowing them down and creating new patterns of thought. This stillness restores the nervous system and balances hormones that control hunger and rest. Science has shown us what the spirit has always known. Calm energy heals the body and the mind. Meditation helps the body release unwanted thoughts and gently return to a natural rhythm that creates a healthy you. Your body is a teacher of patience. It does not rush to catch up with every passing desire. It moves with rhythm and flow. The more you bless it, the more it blesses you. The more you thank it, the more it responds. Food becomes a friend again. Exercise becomes a celebration of life, not a punishment for living. Remember this from the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 22. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones. A cheerful heart is a light vibration. When your spirit is uplifted, your body heals faster, rests deeper, and feels lighter. Abraham Hicks teaches that resistance is what slows transformation. When you let go of judgment, your vibration rises naturally. You do not need to fix the body. You need to love it back into harmony. The moment you stop saying, "I am not there yet," and begin saying, "I am allowing myself to return to balance," the process begins. There is wisdom in simplicity. Eat what feels aligned. Move because you can. Rest when it feels right. Bless your body before every meal. Thank God for giving you this sacred vessel. Your body is not your enemy. It is your partner in awakening. Weight loss is not about chasing perfection. It is about remembering peace. When you live in stillness, you discover that your body and soul share one truth. Both are meant to flow. As the light of God fills you, your body naturally becomes lighter, freer, and more alive. It is not magic. It is the law of harmony. So tonight, as you close your eyes, imagine your body wrapped in soft light. See every part of you relaxing, balancing, and aligning. Whisper to yourself, "I am the harmony of body and soul. I am light. I am peace." Tomorrow, act on that thought. Choose movement. Choose nourishment. Choose gratitude, and then receive. When you think, act, and receive in harmony, you no longer focus on losing weight. You become healthy. You rise into balance and live in alignment with your divine design. Peace. See you in the stillness. If this story spoke to you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and remember to click the bell so you always hear a new story. And if you know someone who could use this message, share it with them. Because sometimes, a simple story is all it takes to spark something real.